Baby,
the committee put their heads together and they start their own thing.
Hey y'all, it's Izzy Harrison and you're tapping in with the committee.
What's up guys, this is Azrae Stevens and you're tapping in with the committee.
Big shout out to the committee. Y'all hold it down for us.
Shout out to the committee. Come on, rocking with the committee. The committee. We committee.
some people ain't gonna like it, and some people will.
The committee put their heads together and they start their own thing.
Hey y'all, it's Izzy Harrison and you're tapping in with the committee.
What's up guys, this is Azrae Stevens and you're
Drinks up, girlies, drinks up.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I'm actually awake.
To the wine down.
Yeah.
We are on stage with D-Lo, Yana, B. Terrell, and Big Lo, the biggest. And we are just here to wind down a week of hoops and vibes and start with the drink. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time tonight. Grab your drink, grab your Patron, grab your tequila, grab your brown, or whatever you do.
Grab both.
Grab the cheap stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump it off, y'all. We just had a crazy finish in the Utah versus Stanford game. I need thoughts. Well, how y'all feeling about it?
Mid-range, man.
12 because everything in it is mid. I'm just kidding.
I'm just so frustrated with Utah because it just don't make sense to me that they don't want to shoot the mid-range shot. Like, I get it. I know that's what your coach. Like, I don't know. I'd have to go rogue. Like, coach just gonna have to bench me because, like, if it's there, why not take it? Like, the shot is right there. There's so many opportunities they had during that game where the little point guard, can't remember her name right now, but she's quick.
Vieira.
To her spots really well, and she's usually leaving people in the dust. And the mid range is right there, and she don't take it. Can't stand it. I hate it.
I don't get it. It's like you have like I understand like play to the percentages, do your thing, but the percentages are the percentages because those are the shots you take. But we don't have to get into that. I just feel like if it's open, what are we doing here? Like I understand like midi is. I do think like a midi like breaking somebody off, getting to the mid range. That's a little harder, right? Especially if you don't have the athleticism. But if you're open, why are we not shooting? And I just don't understand. I'm not understanding, and that's why I'm an eye test girly and not a numbers girly. Sorry, Yana, because I'm gonna play with what's open.
But the mid range is important though. Like when you think about it, I remember that NC State UConn battle in the trying to get to the final four, and AZ and Paige were like cooking in the mid range, and it makes you a tough person to defend because if I have to think that you finna go for your mid range shot, now I can fake it and then blow right past you. But if that's not even an option, then I'm playing you straight up. I'm playing you like you're attacking the rim. So you setting your team up and the players individually for a failure when you take that shot completely away.
Absolutely.
I wonder if she's gonna complain
Fine.
about old girl getting beat up or that last call. If she's gonna say,
She bet not because Peely effort has not been worth a damn. And I think one thing that we get caught up in women's basketball is we can praise Peely. We can do everything we want to do, like we can give her this glory or whatever. But I feel like national media and everybody also needs to call out faults. Peely's energy sometimes isn't good. She's not dialed in sometimes. And I feel like it's okay to call that out. You could call that out without being nasty, which is what, we try to do. She was not dialed in this game. Like she got up to play against South Carolina, but at the end of the day, she just was like a shell of herself. It's like she didn't even want to be there. And
as everyone often does.
I mean, yeah, but when you the player of the year, you can't take no games off. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But never mind, I ain't gonna be shady. The girl said South Carolina barely beat a Neatkinless Utah. So and Utah's not that great. And Utah came in, played Stanford, and Stanford was struggling. We didn't know which way it was gonna go. So don't count your chickens before they hatch, girlies.
Utah's a solid team. Like they're gonna struggle when it comes to finishing games. I think that's where Neekins played a huge role. But they're always, as long as you have Peely and the way they shoot the 3 ball, they'll be in games, and then sometimes they'll be out of games if it's a bad shooter night. But Utah's a good team. They're still a good team. I don't know if I would be drawing up any more plays for Peely in the near future. In the end of the game, I'd probably try somebody else because I feel like everybody knows is going to Peely. So maybe use her as a decoy because it's not like Utah ain't got no shooters. So maybe use her as a decoy, let her set like a back screen or something for somebody else. Let them get open, let them take the shot or something.
Yeah. They've been in the South Carolina game, the Colorado game. They've been in so many close games and haven't been able to finish. So, yeah, it's a struggle.
For a minute, Quentin asks, "What is everybody's drinking?" So tell the girlies what.
You ain't got to ask me twice.
Stella,
I got me some Bullet with just a little bit of Ocean Spray, one of them juices. I'm a dark liquor guy.
I have Prosecco with some lemonade.
Yes,
special lemonade. Actually, it's Piggly Wiggly's lemonade. If you are from South Carolina,
did you take it home with you when you went home? Did you go home?
Oh, my mom sends us back with like 4 gallons, bro. Like we go back to Atlanta with 4 gallons.
The bougiest girls drink Stella. Yes, Fatima's sister, but I'm coming with the crying in a
Wait, how do y'all see the chat now? Help
me, sister.
Should be on your right. There's a private line and then comments.
I just see something that say hi chat.
Okay, so click on it.
Okay. I got it. Okay. I have Moscato, but if we taking shots, I can do that too.
I'm a sip Moscato.
Why does everything make me want to dance tonight?
Oh, y'all.
Let
me do the floor. All I wanna do is I get every day. Walk. Woo! Yes. Good old Orangeburg. Yes.
All right, let's see. Yo, we missed a Charlotte.
Please. Wait, for the USC people, what's that place? It's by the Coop. Was it the Coop or something?
With the sweaty floors.
Oh my God! I got some of my best parties in there.
Huh?
No, I think it was called a Coop. It was a white building to the side.
Yeah.
Red floors.
We used to tear that road up from Orangeburg to Columbia. Woo!
The interstate. I know y'all got down.
Lo, somebody told you to take a shot at tequila, and someone also asked, "Do we think Peely's game will translate to the W?"
I think it'll translate. Same with Caitlin. Like they're playing how they're playing because of where they're playing.
Yeah, I agree.
If Cheryl Reeve ain't gonna have that girl out there doing that mess she just did tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you think she going?
Here's my question. Next question. Peely is also like a mate. I don't think that girl's 6'2". I think that's a lie.
She said
she said she's like 5'11", I think.
Yeah.
Right. So my thing is, I think Peely is very good because she's physical. I think her footwork is good. What position is she going to play?
The 4.
She's going to be a small 4.
In the W?
Like a very...
Jessica Shepard was a 5 in college at 6'1".
I'm just interested to see because I think she's gonna have to be a 4. I don't think she can play 3.
Yeah,
and there's certain 4s that she could go to work on. And
she gonna give Cheyenne the business.
I'm just interested.
Cheyenne will probably give her the business too, but yeah, it's like if you think about some of the 4s in the league, she'll match up well with some.
I like that.
I want to see her go to Connecticut and learn under AT because I think that she could find a way to do what AT does and put holes in people's chests, man.
Shay ate with that. A 4 next to BG coming off the bench. Where to buy those hoodies from? B, let the girls know where they can buy the hoodies from.
The girls are not smart. You can get there are 2 different kinds. Oh, wait, which hoodie?
This.
Y'all go to the committeesportsgroup.com. We have a shop, y'all.
Yes.
Lord Jesus.
Wait, no, that.
Why did you mess that up like that?
He was nervous. Stop. Leave him alone.
The drink. Blame it on the alcohol.
New to women's basketball fandom found y'all during March Madness last year and followed y'all through the WNBA season. I'm only incognito on Twitter. Yes, sister. Well, welcome to the family. Period, sister. We love
to see us on white. What do you mean see us on white?
On YouTube. Oh my God, today.
On YouTube.
Oh man, no more for you. no more for you. No more drinks. Put the drink down. Drink some water.
Turn them loose now.
Turn them loose.
I was like, now what you trying to say?
No, that YT was uppercase.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what he was reading. I was like, scroll up. Is he like, what? How did you get that?
Ooh, Shlay.
Oh God.
How y'all doing this beautiful Friday?
Better than you.
This was a bad good idea. Yes, it was. I don't recall seeing that on the site. Blah, sister, we gonna get y'all to let me model for you real quick. Give you a little angle.
I got a perfect model song. Sweat dripping from my body, never your body, come into me. Yep, let's fast forward to the chorus.
We're working on merch though. We gonna come out with some fire stuff.
We already got some
support.
Yeah, we're adding more merch. You can get it from the site. Get your bucket hats because you want to make sure your ears are nice and warm. You know, it's cozy season right now, and get you a hoodie, get you a sweatshirt, make sure that you're good. Okay, go get
Somebody said it's bottle popping time. Pop your bottle then.
Don't
threaten me with a good time.
Oh gosh. Do not threaten me with a good time, y'all.
I still got a little bit more left, so I'm excited.
I
do have a question. I have a question.
What's up, B?
Has Peely shown any type of handles? I know you said she's not a 3. Get it right.
I think so.
She's the size of a 3. So how can I say this as a man? How can I say this without it being? If her structure and physique changes as a professional, do you think that they could make her into a 3?
No, I don't think her structure and her physique is going to change. She's just a solid girl. She's not big. She's just solid.
Right. Okay.
I think offensively she could now defensively probably not, but offensively she could maybe try to look at what AT does and Alicia Clark. Both undersized players that play the 4, but aren't really the size of a 4, but they excel because in different reasons. Alicia can pull people out and shoot the 3 and attack the basket. AT is just very strong and she can just get to the rim.
And Alicia can defend the MVP in the last seconds of Game 4 of the WNBA Finals to secure a back-to-motherfucking back ring, baby, ring.
Make sure
shout out to the aces.
Subscribe. Turn it up, Quentin. Like and subscribe. Bro.
Not the defensive side, just the offensive side.
Yeah, I was about to say I see AT a little more just because Alicia is just known for her defense.
So who's the biggest 3? Who's your girthiest 3 in the league? Is it Alicia Gray?
No.
Alicia's a stocky one too now, though.
She but Alicia's thick but strong.
Clark or KT.
Oh yes,
it's KT.
Yeah,
Clark, I think Alicia bigger than Clark. I mean, than Kate.
But it's
Gray is not bigger than Clark.
Gray's bigger than Clark.
Yeah, Clark not big.
Yeah.
Did she slim?
Yeah, Clark not big.
She used to be her Seattle days.
Well, she not. I remember y'all. I'm not on campus. I was in college with Alicia. I was in the 650, and I remember the first day I saw Alicia up close to me. She's not super tall, but I remember just seeing how thick like her legs, I felt like looked like tree trunks. I remember looking like, this is a thick girl. Alicia is solid.
Yeah, that is a good player comp, BW. Nicole Willingham.
All right, what we
got? Jackie not really big.
All right,
said Jackie, but she ain't.
I wouldn't pass the bar test either. That thing gonna stop.
See, if it stopped, that means you pass it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
B, you might not need no more to drink, honey.
My bad.
All right, let's get into.
Just gonna say nope.
Let's get into the week. So we have some really dope. It's conference play season, girlies, and we're gonna start with the ACC because A is the first of the alphabet. So starting with the ACC, we had a really dope matchup that Lo talked to y'all about before it came on, and we asked the girls to make some picks. Was it DK and the Dirty Heels, as B says? Was
Okay, I'm sorry.
Technical difficulties, but we're here.
So was it the Dirty Heels or was it Latson in the nose? And it started off all nose. I mean, all nose. But
by like 20, almost 20 at one point, right?
20.
Oh yeah, it was. I think the highest was like 22 or something like that.
Yeah, the girls buried. Then UNC goes on their patented run, and
for sure
the Noles have to survive. While we also got an apology that I didn't receive to the refs for some comments made during the game. So, girlies, thoughts?
I think when I made the video about North Carolina, I feel like if you notice, I said they work hard. That's their identity. They don't have something that I feel like they can hang their hats on other than working hard. So if they're out of a game, I feel like they can always fight their way back. But I can't name you one thing that I'm like, ooh, I know Deja gonna score 30. Ooh, I know they gonna hit a lot of threes. Ooh, I know they post gonna be working. I don't have that for them. So them losing a game like this or winning a game like this would never surprise me because they're just so, I don't even want to say Jekyll and Hyde. It's not even that. They just are they just don't have, you know what I mean? Like they're just there.
They don't have one thing that stands out.
Right.
So
and I don't think
they're the hustle team.
The what?
The hustle team. You can count them the hustle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't think Banghart, I don't want to say I think she's an awful coach, but I think she's Kelly Harper. I think that she's just there. I don't nothing about them, you know? Is that harsh?
No, because I agree. Like, there's nothing that really stands out about them for me. I chose Florida State to win. It was all bias in my decision. I'm a Nia Latson fan, and so I was going to pick her. She did not have a great game at all by the stretch, but I was rooting for them and her. They needed this win. They needed a big win. They haven't really won too many ranked games this season so far, so they really needed that. But I was nervous. Like, Florida State's been getting in this thing where they start off really fast and then they let a team back into the game and lose. And they got to figure that out. But I was nervous during that game. Honestly, if Deja Kelly didn't get in foul trouble and foul out, I think Florida State would have lost. Like, at the end of that game, it was them holding on. They were just holding on for dear life, and Deja Kelly was starting to heat up. And as soon as she fouled out, I was like, okay, I think they might be okay because she's out the game now. But Deja also needs to be smarter. Like, you starting to heat up in the game, and I know defense.
What was the last foul?
It was her trying to like fight through a screen or something like that, and she made the girl fall or so. It was just really, it was too much. She was doing too much for somebody with 4 fouls. Like, you got 4, you got to be smarter. You can't just be beating people up.
So
that Bajetti though.
Do we think that sometimes Deja gets in the way and causes a lot of things to go away for her team? Because this isn't the first time where
some things she's done has affected the overall outcome of the game.
I
think her style of play to like she's skilled. What did somebody say? Is she a Skylar Diggins Smith without the skill? And I said, no, she's Taya, because I honestly think like she is a kid that did a lot of work with the trainer. Like you can tell that her game is crafted around summer workouts with a man and them cones and them sticks and them little things that hit you in the head.
Absolutely.
Everything she does.
The visual that this is painting right now.
You're right.
Everything she does, you can tell that she's practiced it. So she's almost like an overly rehearsed player. But then you put that with someone that has like a social media presence and an ego. So when she gets on the court, she's like managing two different people. Like, I gotta make the shots because the dude was hitting me on the hip with the buoy. But then also like I gotta talk to the refs because I gotta like have a little edge to me too. And I think when she's battling those two things in a matchup like this, it gets the best of her because the moment is almost too big. Like she's not what's the word I'm looking for? She's not like a naturally intrinsic like moment player. Like the biggest moment isn't for her. She needs other people that she can create for because that's what she's trained to do. Like I got the handles, I beat you off the dribble. She's going to take the shot when actually you got Denarski on the other corner open, or she's going to take the shot when actually got Dane is open on the dunk down. So it's like she does everything right before the best thing to do.
I love when they call her name. God damn.
Choreographed. That's the word. She's choreographed. That's what I've been looking for.
Yeah, I think I've seen players. It's almost like robotic. Like she's not. You know how some people you could tell they just naturally athletic and they naturally got that swag. It's not. I don't want to say it's not natural for her, but it's a little more
force.
I don't even want to say force, but it's just not fluid. Because I think you can be robotic and still good. Because I think even when we talk about Bree Hall, I think you can see her moves happen in her head.
Yeah, of course.
It's a different feel.
She gonna give you effort on defense.
It's when you know what you do well. Like what we can pinpoint on Breezy, two areas of her game that she's extremely confident in. And she knows how to get to them. Deja can ego. Right. And Deja can do everything but nothing at the same time. So for Bree Hall, we can get 21 points because my spot is right here. Like, just give me the ball, catch it, one dribble, pull up.
I'm not trying to do too much. I'm playing within my
18 moves happening at the same time. And if you watch Ted, she's the same way. Like, you done beat me off the first, under. Now you about to take it behind your back, spin, shit get smacked. That's
so maybe she just needs to simplify. Like
correct.
Let's stop. Let's take a step back. But
let's get back to the basics.
I do think having a really good point guard will help her if she wants to.
But that's on Banghart. Like,
oh no, yeah, for sure.
But that's why I asked. Does her play affect the team's play?
Yes.
I think you could say yes, but I think that's more on coaching because the coach you've allowed this to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So this is random, but who's the best social media hooper?
Oh,
social media hooper?
Asia.
Like the last girl compound.
Dana Evans.
We're talking college or pros?
They're not a social media girly though.
Right. Because she don't really.
It's not Asia. Y'all gonna have to find somebody else.
I said Asia.
Asia Wilson?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But if we're talking college.
Yeah, Asia is a social media.
She's not a lash girl, but I would say Flage.
Oh,
I agree.
Okay. I think Flage handles her social very well, and she's becoming a really good player for LSU. Now she be having her moments.
She's conference freshman of the year. She's something.
Yeah. Paige Beckers is not a. Can I say this? It's different for white women. White women don't have to build their brand up.
Nothing.
Paige doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I agree. That's true.
Most of them don't even have the password to their own social media accounts, so no, they can't be social media girls. Okay, that was
girls, please.
I had a question in the chat that I did want to get to before we moved on. Do we think Syracuse is a ACC title sleeper?
No,
but they are exciting. They're a ACC standings bracket buster, I guess, if that's what you
okay.
Like they're gonna shake some things up. Maybe some important games that the top teams might need to win. They might steal a few or something like that. But I also see them losing some games that'll keep them out of being in the top.
Somebody said Q's equals Vandy, and I retweet with the exclamation mark. I think it's the same.
No. Q's no. Vandy is doing their thing. We're not.
I think it's the same.
No,
Vandy has not played anyone worth a cent.
But listen, I don't think Syracuse is as put together. Now, I'm not saying Vandy is going to do anything great, but I think Vandy is just a better put together than Syracuse.
I disagree.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
I think they're about the same.
But I do think
they're about the same. I want to see Vanderbilt over these next. They get us.
They get bias.
Probably. And
they got some. I think the real test for them is going to be. They got some games coming up that are good, but I think the real test is going to be like Tennessee, that in-state rivalry type of thing. I think that's like the end of this month. That's going to be a good one for them to see where they are.
This is a good question.
They go to Missouri on Sunday. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, there's two questions. Hold up. Focus.
I think they could take it to Missouri, but I see a good question that says, what type of players do the ACC produce for the pros? I know what type of players they produce for the SEC, and they're not good in the SEC. So
I don't. The ACC is a guard dominant conference. Like most of my favorite pros are guards from the ACC, specifically Notre Dame, Maryland. Well, when they were in the ACC, Duke, old school Duke, old school UNC. So yeah, I think it's a guard right now. I think it's ACC women's basketball right now is giving me like Target Missouri Valley. Like it's the Brenda player doesn't give for me. Because like when you look at it, like the best players are typically uber athletic Black women that can get their shit off, and they're playing against Lexi Darnowski. Like that's just what I gather right now. We like probably Hannah Hidalgo is probably and Olivia Miles are probably the most electric ACC guards we've seen in like 5 years.
Tonight,
I'm trying to think of.
I know, but to me, she's not an ACC player. Like she just because Florida State was the school she chose. Like tonight is that girl, but you could put her anywhere and she could do that. Like, so I think.
I guess the ACC for me, they definitely produce the guards, but then I agree with that. It's really just Notre Dame kind of at this moment. So it's really like, what pros do Notre Dame produce? Like, if you take Notre Dame away, I'm like racking my brain to try to figure out what other players the ACC has produced besides like Hines Allen from Louisville. Like
what was that in the ACC when Alyssa was at Maryland? And
but now Maryland gone. So like if we talking ACC right now, I don't even.
Okay, you're right.
Notre Dame does a really good job of producing people, and we'll see.
Oh, Dana Evans, but we ain't even really seen her.
Yeah, Dana. But outside of that, I feel like I don't know. Like Sanaya Rivers is obviously a pro. She's going to be a pro, but I think that's going to be more on just
you
her.
Better, oh shit, Miss Captain ACC is in the replies.
Oh, girl, please.
But see, we talking ACC now, though. Y'all listing players that played like
years.
Chelsea.
Ari about to pull out. Let me see who's the old ACC player. Who's
right?
He about to pull out Elena Beard and Chelsea.
I'm about to
please.
All right, if we're going ACC of old, they produce it.
She about to be like Ivory Ladder. Girl, please, it's 10 years removed. 20 years ago.
Diamond Shields is an SEC girl.
That don't count no more. Diamond left.
They got some good guards coming out soon.
I mean, like when we talk about historically, ACC is guard you.
Yeah.
Like, but right now, cookie cutter.
Very. I love how every conference has their identity though.
It does.
Like SEC, you got beat them down, rough them up, kick their ass. One school it might be take out their ankles. And then you got Pac-12 is like
fundamental.
I don't even.
Yeah,
very fundamental.
Fundamental on the offensive side, not the defensive side. Thank you.
Right. ACC is to me flash. And I don't even know what the Big 10 and the Big 12.
I think the Big 10 is good for 1 or 2 generational players every 10 years.
Yeah.
So who was so you got Caitlin. Who was the other one before Caitlin? Megan? No, not Megan.
Maybe Gustafin. I don't want
that's
to say
about maybe
generational.
Chantel Lavenders. What was the white girl at Penn State all those years?
With the six pack, Maggie Lucas.
Maggie Lucas.
You call her
Maggie Lucas' body looks like bricks. Like that girl body is sick. Sorry.
I mean Kelsey Mitchell. They've had some like every few.
Okay, Lo, we okay, because okay.
Do we feel like the Pac-12 is the most? Y'all taking me off my topic. We gonna get. Give me 2 seconds. So upcoming games could be interesting. We've got Virginia Tech versus Florida State. Let me say this before y'all do what y'all gonna do. Virginia Tech is about to turn into Louisville. And what I mean by that is that they can beat everybody in their conference. I don't trust them nowhere else. Because the big girl, I don't give a rat's ass. She put up 40 and 20. Tomato, throw it at me. Like I don't like it. She's big.
I think that's like the ACC's thing, though, right?
Like you don't like it.
Even when you think about what's the one that came before her that was at NC State?
Kunane.
Yes, like the ACC doesn't have a lot of bigs that can challenge them, but other conferences do. So when they step outside of the ACC, it gets real. But in the ACC,
I'm sorry, in 2021, Kunane was the best big.
The shot o'clock. I'll be back.
No,
me too.
Well, me and Rob here. I don't know where everybody went, but
bitches is back. Bad bling 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 bling. Bitches is mad.
But like, I think Kidley she's good enough to dominate in the ACC, but I don't know, because I don't even think they should have won that game versus NC State.
Sorry, Yana.
I think it's
chill to it, like a little.
You see how thick?
I did.
Oh Lord,
with temptation, but I'm disciplined in Jesus' name.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't do no peach, no ma'am. Absolutely not. Apple.
I like the peach one though.
Right.
I feel like that's uber black. I need apple.
Where's y'all? I don't like drinks that have flavor. Just give me the alcohol.
She likes margaritas.
Do y'all see how thick that thing was? That pour was
smooth.
Everybody in the chat, y'all ready?
What was the girl name who was at Oregon State and came like she did? There was a really good post player in Oregon State. From Germany.
The tall girl.
She went.
Gulich. Gulich, right? Marie Gulich or something?
Oh, yes.
She reminded me. I felt like if she kept trying, she could have. Because you know how Elena. What was the girl who she had bleached her eyebrows and bleached her hair for Chicago this year?
Oh,
Alana.
Yeah, they remind me of each other.
Yeah, I like Alana Smith, but that's
I had
WNBA talk.
But even Alana Smith has this like raw to her in the pros. She had to get it. She didn't always have it.
She learned it.
Yeah.
She does have like a raw that keeps her there. Kidley is just like poke fall. I don't like it. But I do think Florida State wins because Florida State only has Victoria Saxon Jr. So.
But Florida State concerns me. I'm gonna go with them. I'm always going with Florida State, but they concern me about how they let teams back into the game.
Up to it, down to it. Those who don't do it, we do it because we used to it. Now drink.
So, but I'm going with Florida. Is the game at Florida State?
River deep, mountain
Who's that on
high.
Hey, Greg, where you been?
Happy New Year, Greg. Oh, you ain't never heard that? Go ahead, say it again, Lo. Say the real version.
Up to it, down
don't
to
say
it.
the real version.
Okay, up to it, down to it.
Text it to him.
We do it because we used to it, not drink.
There's another version.
Drink. Okay,
There's a long story.
What's the
B?
All right,
Greg already told you what. Listen,
I got an Adidas hoodie, but my people from Hoop York
Y'all,
City.
baby Victoria Sexton cannot do nothing with Kitley. But also, too, somebody commented and said Kitley had good numbers against Angel. Yes, she did. But you know who she did have good numbers against? LaDasia Williams. Okay. Next.
Well, LaDasia Williams was really. I wish it's another thing. I wish like we could focus. I feel like I was tweeting about it all last season. LaDasia Williams was the unsung hero of LSU women's basketball. Period. LaDasia was really the one.
She's the one that got them through the Final Four to me.
Yes. She's the one that got them through Utah.
I think LaDasia could be a very good pro.
Utah got themselves through Utah.
I hope she has a very good season overseas, which she is having a pretty good season overseas because I think she can make a name for herself in the pros. I really do.
In the expanded WNBA, I agree.
She definitely.
This the rim. This the
fact
ball.
that she's a post player that can she's comfortable shooting the mid range is already a step above.
We're gonna keep it above. Let's keep it above. Oh Lord, Dawn normally recruits with post. She was in Dawn's system. She just got
tired. Dawn Staley recruit, girlie.
Yeah, she got tired of waiting, which is fine, but she's been that girl.
She could have a John Taylor.
He pulled something against Mercedes as doing that game against Tennessee. I was like, now wait a minute, LaDasia, what is this? When she was at South Carolina, I was like, okay, I see you. And it was a fadeaway on. I remember exactly where it was. It was a fadeaway right below the key a little bit, and I was like, yes, ma'am. But then she left.
If she gets the opportunity, I just think Indiana just had too many post players, and so it was just like tough to break into that team. I guess post player wise, but.
I think she can make a solid.
I think if she gets the opportunity for like a,
I agree.
Just like Amisha, they should have kept Amisha instead of.
I was just thinking about she was on my heart. Y'all know how the church folks say she was on. You've been on my spirit. Amisha was on my spirit because I want more for her. I want her in the league. Whatever. Moving right along to the Big 12. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen with the Big 12. I really thought it was Texas runaway, followed by Baylor, and then everybody else figure their lives out.
That's what I thought.
But shout out to my Caucasian cousins in Ames doing their big one with freshmen leading the way. My girls came back from down almost 20 buckets against a ranked West Virginia squad and pulled off the W.
They did. I watched it.
It was so impressive. I mean, wow. Addie Brown is gonna be that girl.
They're having fun, and I think that matters.
Yeah.
The chemistry.
No pressure.
The chemistry.
No pressure.
I've never seen them have that based off of Bill's previous years. They seem very tense, and now it's like let's just have fun.
They got Jones up out their door, and the girl said,
and then it also helps that there's no expectations for them, right? Like every year it was kind of like, this got to be the year Iowa State somehow, make it into the Big 12 championship game or they win the Big 12. So there was like more pressure on them. But with these kids, it's fun. They're having fun.
Y'all stressing me out. We're going to do a rewind. I'm sorry. Rewind. Draft stock, Deja Fair, because they stressing me out about this one.
Okay.
Second round.
So I think she could do well in the W, but what I think is going to happen is that she's going to get drafted in the second round, either mid-second round or late second round, just because of how the W treats smaller guards. The W is not a fan of smaller guards until they get on their team and show them something, but they never really just like jump in a smaller guard.
Deja not a pro? Tom. Tom.
Tom.
Tom don't like nobody, bruh. Tom, I need a running list of who you actually like.
Oh, that's
Tom. I want a crocodile to bite your ankle, since that's how you want to be, real nasty and real rude.
And the league needs really good point guards. I really want us to get away from this big guard movement and bring. I got white knuckles right now. Bring that. Bring back real point guards. Bring back real point guards.
Nah, but really though, like when you look at Dana Evans and what she could do for Chicago and how she gets little play, and I think the little play sometimes has to do with her just being smaller. Henny, I thought, Henny kind of bounced around from team to team this past season, but the year before she was really good for Indiana, and the teams that she did play on, she was good for. I think small guards can work if you put them in the right.
They should have kept her.
But there is a market for small guards because of the fact that when the game is on the line, big guard ain't big guarding nothing. Like all that big guard mismatch stuff, analytics, size, anybody can bring the ball up the floor. When it's crunch time, you need a Chelsea on your team.
I don't want to see.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Diamond Miller dribbling the ball up the floor.
I don't either. Stop it.
I don't want to see
it. Run down the
court.
She
can't dribble. She dribbled. Hell, De'Ara could dribble better than her.
I don't want to see her dribbling.
Okay, he said. Right. Tom said he's not saying she's not good enough to be in the W, but he don't think that the W how the W is that they're drafted. That's different.
You
should the jersey that she wearing ain't popping enough.
I think Jalen Sherrod will stick just because of her.
Yeah, that girl different.
It's just
she's more athletic than half the guard in the league.
She's got that attitude that you want on your team. That just go get her. I'm like,
this be her on the defense,
and she ready to do the dirty work. Jalen,
which is what you need.
We gotta stop sending all the hood people to Atlanta.
I mean, I like her in Atlanta.
Wait, what you mean all? What? Ain't no hood people?
It ain't none in there.
Ain't no hood people on the Atlanta team, boo.
I know what he's trying to say though. I get what he's trying to
say. They don't want to send nobody that's polished to the team. Like it's like that's what I don't like.
Okay.
The most hood one in LA, in Atlanta is probably Cheyenne.
Jalen, where would I want Jalen to go? Jalen would fit well in New York. Now, I don't want her in New York because I'm not a New York fan, but Jalen will fit well in New York.
You got a preacher, a daughter of a principal. I'd like Atlanta ain't hood, please.
They could have Georgia Amore up in New York.
It's me.
Honestly, this draft class is interesting because they do have a lot of small guards. Like you got Jalen.
Who the biggest guard, Caitlin?
Got Amore super tiny. You got Osborne. Like it's a lot of small guards that are supposed.
But out of these small ones, which ones have to come out now?
Like who has the more? Osborne for sure.
Charisma.
Osborne.
And Jalen.
And
and Deja too, right?
No.
I think my daughter comes out this year too. Ohio State.
JC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, I'll take her before all the asses play with me.
I would, yeah.
It's a lot of people inquiring about Pow.
JC's
I think I still might take Jalen, but that's just my type of player.
That's fine. Yeah.
I think it depends on the team. I want her to end up on the right team. Because that matters too. Like, I know everybody be looking at draft numbers like, ooh, she got picked 3rd or she got picked 5th. But sometimes the right team that's what matters the most in a W.
Pow plays at a WNBA pace. And that's what I like about her the most.
I don't really like Pow at point.
I'm talking about just on the team.
Okay.
If you look at the way Pow plays, like she can go fast, she can go slow, but she's never sped up. Like her handles aren't quick, but they're crisp. Like her shot isn't quick, but it's crisp. Like she is a prototypical for me, solid draftable guard. Like
which is crazy though, because she's like, isn't she the quickest shot that's been at South Carolina?
Yeah,
you said it's not quick, but she's the quickest that's
like,
been at.
It's quick, but it's not like
it's not that quick. It's just accurate. It's just crisp. It's not super quick.
I'm trying to think who has the quickest.
In our
no,
I think Tina shot was quick.
Because
Tina shot was quicker than Pow Pow's.
Like it was like,
But Tina's also bigger than Pow Pow too.
Yeah,
hair used to be flowing. And
Pow Pow, let me tell you one thing about it. Pow Pow not that small.
I don't
know what y'all think about that Pow Pow.
She walked up and I was like, no, wait a minute now. I was like, who's this?
Back next year, so I hope we have this conversation again next January. Because I need her back in the South Carolina.
I forgot about Stan. Stan was flip.
So speaking of Lindsay, I used to do a lot of stats. Not Yana's level for sure, but I used to pull like at least give people
you
an
used
update.
to have a list, baby.
Lindsay was all in just 18 games.
Season, yeah,
she was already at the top in terms of percentage and makes and everything. If Lindsay would have been healthy,
if Alexis Jennings would have made some layups,
and I ain't gonna lie, I know if Lindsay had been healthy and if we were able to have Bianca and Taya, we wasn't getting out in that in the Sweet 16 or whenever when we left. Who was
that year that beat us?
That was the UConn year.
UConn.
Oh yeah.
And I remember Asia on that bench crying, and that camera zoomed in on the back of Alexis, cheering up Asia. I was so pissed. All
right, back on topic because here we go. So moving to we're still in the Big 12, but basically, Lo is a psychic. She did the That's So Raven thing.
Got it right.
The Spaces aired on Tuesday. My sister said Baylor was going to drown, and baby, they showed up the next day and said, I don't have a life jacket, and sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
It was bad.
The girls got smacked by a Kansas team that has been struggling this year. Kansas has a lot of talent, and we all thought Kansas would do a little bit better this year, but they have not been able to keep Jackson out of foul trouble. But they do have 5 1,000-point scorers, and they are extremely veteran. So they came out against Baylor and said, we got to get something done. And they got it done. They shook everything Baylor tried to do out of them. So, Lo, take your victory lap, sister.
All right. I'm about to take my victory lap. I told the girls that Baylor would struggle against any team that has a dominant big, that at least put it through your chest and let you know she in the building and let you know she big. And Baylor came out and couldn't do nothing with Miss Jackson. It's just simple as that.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
It's not even really much to it, to be honest. Like,
is there a 5-star there yet, or that's next? She's 2024.
They don't have any bigs, and I told you, I'm sorry, it's not shade, but any team that has to rely heavily on Dre'Ana Edwards, I'm not putting that much faith in. They don't have any bigs, and they just got it done. Kansas remember they played UConn really good up until
LSU.
Yeah, they did a really good job. So Kansas ain't no. Oh, I can't say that.
Yeah, Kansas
ain't no.
They just couldn't figure it out for the last couple of weeks.
Rob over there looking like I'm about to fire all of y'all.
They just couldn't, put it together. But Jackson, she realized y'all couldn't do nothing with her. Y'all didn't have nobody that could do anything with her. But the bigger question is, why do these teams think that they can have teams with no bigs? Like, what are you doing?
Everybody wants to be a big guard now. Let it go. Everybody wants to be a big guard. Everybody want to play positionless basketball. And
hold up, I'm about to be messy.
Dang, ain't no Jezebel. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you. Appreciate you.
What's the ceiling for the Big 12 teams in the tourney?
Well, apparently the Sweet 16 because
it depends on who you ask.
It's only the Sweet 16, y'all. Texas don't got Rory. Sweet 16.
Yeah. And I really thought Texas would go far with.
They should have been the Final Four with Rory.
I agree.
Like, depending on matchup, I can see one of them getting to the Elite Eight, but it'll take like a Herculean effort type of vibe.
Herculean? Look at me.
Oh!
Thank you guys.
We've pushed the positionless basketball. The committee has not, but the other girls have. Blame the trainers.
Oh wait, what about Mathar? Never mind.
She not doing
it.
Yeah.
Matara?
I think positionless basketball is one of those like
even like the team you can look at as the queen positionless basketball.
Go far where
is Las Vegas, and they don't even pay positionless when it's crunch time.
Like it's good. I think somebody tweeted this a while ago. Okay, flexible.
What is happening?
Okay.
They said, I like positions. I said I like it.
But I think it's good to be like it's good to be good at different things, but you still need to be like dominant at something. Yeah, I think a lot of the positionless players, they want to stick their hand in everything, but they're not dominant in one thing.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, and that hurts.
Yana felt that.
She did.
Because I'm tired of this basketball, man. Like, give me.
I'm reading the girls. Like,
we need some more wide back bigs. I need a big that if you don't,
who'd be a good wide back big? We need a good big T, a big Kalani.
If you wasn't eating no spoonfuls of peanut butter in the 7th grade, you can't be no big for my team.
No, period.
No, for real.
I need you to drink some Ensure once you start.
If you ain't eat rice,
you have a wide back, but you got to be able to move your feet too, though.
Hey, period.
Who's the best wide back move your feeder?
Bree Jones.
Ooh,
that's a wide back. But that
baby
moving.
Baby.
She light on her feet too. Courtney Paris is a good one too.
That's the most legendary one.
Yes, Courtney Paris. That's shit.
That's the legend.
Oh, yeah, I got Aaliyah though too.
Who?
Aaliyah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Aaliyah trying to turn into a slim madame. But that's a wide bad big. Aaliyah trying to give the girl a shapely body.
A little Kelsey bone.
Don't think where he came from.
Wow.
Oh, baby, BW, baby,
you a t-shirt. That actually needs to be a t-shirt.
I used to love me some Elena Larkins back in the day. Okay,
we need wide back bigs on the t-shirt.
A lot of WBB can use a big like her.
Basketball.
Bring wide back bigs back.
I want my big to have hips.
No, that is anti-black.
What?
That is culturally insensitive.
What, wide back?
Wide back bigs. That feels like you only eat macaroni and ham hocks.
Hoppin' John and fried chicken.
Bring your big back.
That shit was so funny.
Bring your big back.
Please, Ari, leave. You in that ACC. Shout out to Sanaya though.
I am sweating.
Wait, now don't. Cornbread is a nice. I love a piece. Cornbread and rice and gravy. I love a good piece of cornbread. I might make me some this weekend.
Somebody said big booties hip on the box out.
They do. Who got the biggest butt in the? That's why you think?
Oh gosh. Next.
No.
What's next?
Stephanie Dawson is a good wide back big. Man, that's a good screen I ain't never want to take. Stephanie Dawson and Alyssa Thomas, don't hit me with them screens, baby. That's a wide back.
Please relax.
Oh shit!
I think it was Asia in a bubble took a screen from Stephanie Dawson. Baby, that thing almost folded, Asia.
Oh shit!
And then Kurt been talking about Liz, but she's 300 pounds.
Oh God! Somebody said this pancake mama cow.
Why do y'all call that girl Pancake Mama?
That's her dog name, Pancake.
That's not that baby name.
Let me focus. Okay.
See, Aubrey, they don't got no wide back bigs in the ACC. This is SEC country, baby.
They all look like Ari. That's the problem. They all built like Ari.
Ari, I wouldn't take that if I was you.
We got all the flyers and stuff. We need some bass, some stunts, or whatever you call them.
All the bigs look like they should be at the top of the pyramid.
Ari, I wouldn't take that.
Oh,
Right back.
I'm gonna get that shirt for myself because I like bigs and I like them with wide back.
We need good bigs back in the league.
Y'all are showing out tonight. Like,
I transferred from Los Angeles. This school has no gymnastics team. This is the last resort.
Wait, Lo, you know who was a wide back big in middle school?
Who?
Amber.
That's baby Aaliyah. That's a wide back big, baby. Okay.
Oh, y'all sure are so bad.
She was really good. She could have went some place somewhere.
Front handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, full twisting layout.
If they don't eat cheese grits fast.
Y'all, Dawn's hoodie now has a different meaning.
Wide back bigs for everybody.
Wide back bigs. I got one. I'm wearing it tomorrow.
Well,
wide back bigs versus everybody.
The wide back bigs done got done 2 national championships.
And it would have been another one. It would have been.
And 2 number 1 draft picks. Okay, let me move on.
I'm putting every time I wear that, I'm gonna be thinking of that.
I need y'all to be logged into y'all Zooms this weekend because this weekend is another hoops weekend. Okay, the girls are playing this weekend, so I need y'all to be logged into y'all Zooms because the next time we do sink or swim, I'm gonna need y'all to come with some sources and have them cited. So we're gonna give y'all a few weeks to know. So if the team you have sinking has a wide back big, you might need to put them on the swim category, okay?
Which is why Baylor was
If
on
they can
the
move their feet. If they can move.
But listen, sometimes you got to move the feet. Ask Camilla.
Oh gosh.
That's a topic.
Raven Camilla worked for her.
Correct. Big 10. Okay, y'all, we got the game of tomorrow, not of the year. The game of tomorrow shows up on tomorrow. Indiana, Mackenzie Holmes,
and Mikola Shakova.
No.
Oh wait, that's the wrong red school. Sorry.
Iowa.
Brandon, what?
And Brandon, yeah, that like he was right too.
Fine, wrong.
That's my entire delivery. Iowa versus Indiana. Tomorrow, it's a snowstorm, so that means the snow bunnies will be out. Girl.
I think it might be canceled because I just got Miss Yo-Yo sent to my phone that the game might not be canceled. Michael Vopel said, my friend and expert on all things Iowa, Jeff Linder of the Cedar Rapids Gazette with the weather travel. The only important thing says of Hoosiers, they might be rescheduled.
Okay, so that might change. But even if that game is canceled, we also have y'all.
They ain't moving that caucus Monday.
Oh my God.
Don't start.
You talking politics.
We got to get Q on stage for that.
We also have a big one for Maryland. If Maryland loses to Purdue, grab the pitchfork.
Blackout. I might go.
The Maryland fans. And that's our segue. So, what are our thoughts on Maryland's season? We just talked about wide back bigs.
They don't have any.
Don't have one.
And it makes sense why we have. Never mind.
I was super high on Cheyenne to start the season. I thought, she was integral in them being a good team, but now she's
she's a hindrance.
Yeah, like turnovers, terrible shot attempt. Like I don't know if she's thinking the game through or what, but it hasn't been good
because she thinks she has to do everything.
No. I think let's go take it a step further. I think it's the same kind of conversation we were having with Deja in North Carolina. Their coaches allowed them, or their coaches have empowered them, or their coaches have put in their head that they think that they are these girls that need to take all of these shots. You don't have to do that. Trust people around you. Everybody around you play D1 basketball, boo. Everybody. trust your teammate. Brene is the best shooter on your team, but you're shooting the ball in crunch time. For what? If Brene's open 9 times out of 10, she's gonna knock it down. Do that. Why do we have Brene playing in the paint? It seems like to me, as a coach, when we had this conversation about Iowa coach, like you're not setting your players up for success. It's a teacher thing too. Like if I sit you by little Timmy and I know you and little Timmy gonna talk, that's on me. I'm gonna move you and I'm gonna set you up for success. I'm gonna put you in the position to be successful. I'm gonna sit you over here by little Agnes because Agnes not gonna talk to you and you're gonna sit here and do your work. If you don't do it, that's on you. But I set you up for success.
But wait. Maryland got a WBB on the bench.
Now let me speak.
Well, hold on, let me finish. These
Love.
coaches don't set their players. You're not setting Brene up for success in their guarding those 6'4" girls. So I feel like it's really these coaches like Deja, as much as she thinks she's a point guard, she could be so much better as a 2. You're not setting your player for success. It's a lot of things that I feel like coaches could do better to set their girlies up for success if they're not doing.
To Rob's point, I think social media parlays, money, gambling has made people just lose their absolute mind about hoops. And I say all that to say is that Howard is 6'7", but we've all watched hoops. I don't care if she's 6'11", 7'2". She doesn't give me enough on one end to make up for what she can't give me on the other end. So everybody keeps saying, put her in for a little bit. No, she is a project. That is a player that you put in the program, get her in the weight room, spend 2 summers with the trainer, develop her through the system. And then as a sophomore, junior, then you look at her and say, ooh, she can be that good. You don't just throw no player like that on the court for the sake of wins and losses. Brenda knew what she was getting when she brought this team in. So Brenda has to coach the team that will play. Howard is not the team that will play. Howard is a project that you're going to develop into. That's why you have a Bree Jones on the bench, so that player can spend all that time with Bree Jones working on her skill. You don't just throw her out there when you didn't recruit her to do that. So fans keep saying, put her in. And I'm like, y'all watching the game? Because honestly, without their size, they could still win. The issue is that you got Cheyenne trying to play point when Bree needs to be running the point. You got Cheyenne trying to run the point when she's not passing it to her teammates who can shoot the ball well. You got Cheyenne running the point when her, Lavender Briggs, and JKT basically do the same thing. So you got 3 players on the floor with the same bag. So if they can't create for themselves, there's no chemistry. This, to me, Maryland's issue is chemistry and positioning. In my opinion, Cheyenne, although she's not a post player, is the most athletic. So she needs to be the one taking that assignment. It doesn't mean she's like, guarding them in that way. But if you're going to sit in the zone, put Cheyenne in the center of the zone. Because she has the length to deflect. She can kind of use her athleticism to create issues, but then you can really get your guards. Okay, get up on them.
But why doesn't a Hall of Fame coach have bigs that can play?
Well, that we've been having that conversation for years.
That's the biggest conversation that we need to have.
I mean, we can have it, but clearly she's not doing nothing about it because I just looked at their recruiting class and ain't much different from that standpoint.
That's weird to me.
It is. So I tweeted. I said, "Baby girl might need to find another program to be," because I feel like the last time she won, well, they should hire Shay.
Yes, Maryland should hire Shay.
But the last time they won a national championship, all of us were in elementary school, outside of Rob and B.
All right.
Not too much.
What was that?
I was a sophomore in college.
Yikes.
No, I was in middle school.
2006.
What middle school you went to?
No, I'm lying.
I think I was a freshman.
What middle school did you go to?
Southeast Middle School. 731 Hard Hill Road, Hopkins, South Carolina.
2006. I think I was a freshman in
Gross.
Yana, you old too.
I went to Hand Middle School on Wheat Street, 2000.
I am seasoned, and
so yeah. I just feel like time is up. Like I think Brenda is a great coach.
But how do you move on from something like that?
But you gotta hire her.
Kindergarten. God damn.
Her best year. That year, you remember that year when they was outscoring everybody by like 50 points?
The year that was gonna beat South Carolina?
The COVID year. Yes, the COVID year. Maryland was tough that year in terms of offensively.
But what did she have the years prior? Bigs.
Huh?
She had bigs.
Yeah. Chloe Bibby, Angel Reese. That's the year after. But Angel transferred after that year, right?
Kira and Angel.
But listen.
Oh wait, no. Shakira transferred. Angel stayed for one more year.
When Kira was there, they had Baby Jones there and 2 other post players. Y'all like
damn. You had Angel, Kira, Baby Jones, the girl Olivia, who was on the bench, who ended up I think going to Georgetown or Penn State.
Somebody went
to Kentucky. She went to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Damn.
He literally. That's why Maryland went me out.
Somebody asked, "Is Brenda's seat getting hot?" So the interesting thing about Brenda is, yes, it should be, but because she's so pivotal, almost, I don't want to say a legend, but Brenda's a good coach. I ain't gonna hold her. You know what I mean? I think it's a little different for her. Because
I think honestly,
I wonder what the recruiting process. I wonder what the recruiting process is for them.
Because she hasn't adapted to this new.
I agree.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
That
went to Louisville. He went to Ole Miss first.
That's
the issue right there.
And then I think from what I've heard from recruits, Brenda doesn't always do a good job at connecting. She's a very hands-off. I talk to you but I'm not gonna be your mama because I don't think any coach wants to be your mama, but I'm not. But see, here's my thing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go off on
step into it.
As a woman who is a teacher, I like teaching the kids that I had because I like those kids. I want to help you in your life. I can't imagine being a woman, but I'm a Black woman, so maybe that's different, in a child's life and not really caring, only caring about the basketball, only caring about the schoolwork. Like I care about you. You know what I mean?
I mean, these new kids probably recognize that too.
Baby, and that's where Mulkey has cornered the market. Mulkey understands that if I'm going to survive in this new,
I've got to shut the job.
I've got to shut the job. I've got to target a specific audience. Now, Miss Maryland could do the same thing. You right there in the DMV.
Man, what? Them girls good. That's the best basketball player.
Honestly, they don't even got to get on the plane. Take the bus. Take the
them girls can go
and stay in your area and keep 6 DMV players home each cycle, 3 to 6 DMV players each cycle, you back in the championship.
Period.
But she doesn't have no one on the staff outside of Lizzie recruits guards really well. We know that. But you don't have someone that can connect with your Bree Jones type players, with your Aaliyah Boston type players, with those generational beats. And she's not going to pull a Cam Brink type player. So she just, you got that. To me, that's where you got to delegate and say, I need to put someone on my staff. Maybe if I don't care for any of their hoops opinions, go BG Redis and dance. Okay.
Or I think you might need a better evaluator of talent because I know you got talent in DMV. I'm never sleeping on a DMV. That's my hot
Don just got Madison.
Baby, and Don, but the thing,
and Naya.
That's where pipeline comes in because Don's Ohio pipeline is cooking, literally cooking.
Shout out to Lauren Boyer,
baby. Like that, but again, you got to know who to put in your staff.
Good leaders
delegate.
That too, yeah. Because even when
if you can't get nothing out of Texas and DMV, you doing something. Especially if you're a Texas school. If you can't keep nobody home in Texas and the DMV, I feel like those are the two best. Texas and the DMV. If you can't keep nobody there,
Georgia. If it's
Georgia
me,
too, yeah.
If it's me, I'm going Georgia DMV.
Oh yeah, I'm going DMV every time.
Yeah,
And you definitely need people on your staff to connect with the players, because like when you listen to a lot of the Power 5 players and even some of the W players, the people that they're still super close with are the ones that really like recruited them to get to the school. Like you'll hear UConn players talk about Chris. This,
but I also think too, mindset and mentality matters, because remember when Brenda's sister was popping off all them tweets and all, like those types of things matter too. And I think Brenda has that same mentality in terms of who she wants, who she goes out and get, who she's after. And to me, that's part of the issue. Like you're gonna, I'm not saying you have to, take anybody, but you're gonna have to meet them where they are. You're gonna have to bring, you disciplined enough, you can coach well, you're gonna have to do a little bit more work once you get them there. But I don't think she's up for that challenge.
You can't recruit Black players without care. That is like such an important word in right now in hoops, because even when you listen to LSU players talk about Mookie, that word is there. Like, I don't know if it's they're speaking out there, talking, lying, but that word is there. And I think that's something that I think Brenda's missing. Like everybody talks about her. They talk about her being a great basketball mind, her getting them ready for the pros, her being all about hoops. You never talk about care. And I think when care is missing, you're not going to keep those players. Like, it's not.
Even like I always go back to teaching. If them kids and coaching, if them kids don't think you care about them, they don't give a damn. Like,
they're not going to do nothing for you.
Like, once again, another side thing. My students in the worst school in Charlotte, terrible, did well on their test. Do you think they did it because, I just really like English? No, I like Miss Dreer, and Miss Dreer care about me, and I'm gonna do good because it's gonna look good for her. Like, it matters with kids, and I don't think everybody can. And I think people try to play that part off, but that's
y'all we getting deep tonight. I love y'all. This is why the committee is the committee. Does Gino care?
Yes. I think he does.
I think so too.
I think
he does. I think he does.
I think he's harsh, but that's like that's just the way he's always coached. Like those mind games and stuff that he plays. Like we drag it a little bit on Twitter sometimes because it's fun. But like that's just the way Gino coaches.
He's a man, and I'm not saying that gender, but he's. Because even when I was coaching in middle school, like the parents, like, you yelling at the kids, cussing, but the kids were okay with that because they knew I cared. So I think once they know that you actually care,
you get away with murder.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like Gino be pulling up to the WNBA games, the ones in Connecticut at least.
And you can see his emotion, especially with all these kids getting hurt. When Aubrey got hurt, that man was devastated.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he could tell he cares. He's not the type that's standing off to the side because a player passed out. Gino's in the mix. Gino don't play
he
that.
Might send you to the ocean, but he gonna come back with a boat and get your ass.
But the thing is that most that's like that. What did Don tell Asia? Baby, you're not gonna be in my practices being mediocre. You can sit on the bench. Like all great coaches have that little nasty, like you. I don't care what all this cancel culture, all this teachers need to be better. Every coach or person in power that works with youth gets something out of Black kids by going there because their parents go there. And if I'm a parent and I put my child in your care, you got to do a little something that's like what I do. And when I want to get the best out of my kids, I cuss.
I'm telling you, listen,
out of my kids,
for sure. That's how it works. Like my kids at school, Miss Drew, you good? I know you care about my kid. Whatever you need to do, you just do.
You will fill that role.
Yeah.
I like no cap. Like when I was teaching, I walked around school with a yardstick and I would just do this. And it was white teachers like yelling and screaming and crying. Like, no, baby, I'm just looking. I'm doing like this. And they back and fuck up. Like,
all you gotta do like this. Don't play with me.
That connection definitely it matters. Like
to Gold's point, does Gino need to adjust in this day and age? Yes.
Yeah.
The reason why though is because he can no longer get paid. He can't get 6 pages anymore.
Yeah.
So when you can't get 6 pages, you've got to know how to work with the kids that don't respond to mind games. You got to know how to work with the kids that respond.
I really am. I really like. Yeah, that's a whole nother side of me. But guess what? We went undefeated.
And did.
Oh, so you coach Carter.
He is.
We won our little championships, period.
I think, but see, Lojong, that's gonna tear me up. Ladu. When you go to that program, you know you're getting Gino that wants to win.
Yeah.
Gino that cares about you is a part of the package, but Gino that wants to win takes precedent. And I think that's the discrepancy. At South Carolina, it's flipped. Don that cares about you, Don that wants to win. When you're getting recruited, you've got to know the difference. Like, do I want win, care? Do I want care, win?
Because or do I just want win, don't care?
Nothing. Yeah. And like what did Malaysia just say? You can't come to South Carolina with ego because care says this mine. We gonna work together to win as a team. What you say?
No, I see somebody said something about Gino. No disrespect. I think Gino, and this is not to be disrespectful. I think it's about time for him to like wrap it up.
Oh no, he's not staying long enough to make those.
Yeah, not in the rude sense, but in the sense that it's kind of time like you had a tough
Tara too. Tara is out after the camera break. Tara is 70. She'll be 71 this summer. She's out.
Seems like all the
ones. You know what? Saving Tara, her assistant. Tara ain't working hard.
She not. You right.
But that's head coaches in general, though. Head coaches are.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So she can ride this out because she ain't doing that.
And Tara doesn't have to recruit the same way Don and Gino do.
Yeah, no. She has
the program. The name Stanford is a Stanford. If I got the grades, I'm going to Stanford. You know, type of tease.
I'm very interested to see. Yeah, I feel like. Gino, I think it's about time. And with all
he's going to try to go out on top, but Gino's smart too. And he's going to look at his roster and say, I don't think I can do it.
I think he will pull something like Saban did and just be like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I don't think it'll be a fanfare. I think it'll be like, get it.
Oh, no. He don't give me the vibe of wanting like a fanfare.
He's not going to do a year thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I hate like this space gets so catty because I feel like people think that we don't respect Gino as a coach that he is, but that's absolutely
the farthest from the truth.
You're not a fan of women's hoops, truly, if you can't say, yeah, Gino did his thing. Like, you're not.
11 championships. Like,
yeah, like you did your thing.
Like, terrorize people, man.
But I think the thing that makes us who we are is that we can keep that right here, but still focus on the point or the point that we want everybody else to get. And I like that's what I love.
Quentin said a shot o'clock.
Oh, well.
How long y'all think Tara gonna deal with flying out to the ACC?
Wait a minute. Wait, no. I gotta go get mine. Can y'all wait for me?
Yes.
Yeah, he said 11:25. So
what
time is it now?
You got 3 minutes.
I'll go
dream up your SEC thoughts because we go into SEC.
Okay.
I personally don't think Tara's gonna be around for flying to the ACC. I kind of think Tara's out after this year. I've had that feeling even before they split to the ACC. I was just like,
not a fireball shot. Are you wrong? Like, are you mad?
So Tara in the pool of saving?
Yes.
I don't know. I just got this feeling that it's like once Cameron Brink is out, she gonna be like, I'm done. This has been real. And I mean, like, what else does she have to prove, man? Like, Tara was literally the coach for the 96 Olympic team, bro. She coached Dawn. Like, Coach Dawn coached against Dawn. Like, Tara been coaching for a minute.
About this earlier.
She don't have nothing to prove. Like, she's done what she need to do in this league. So
people that she's coached have played and coached and retired. Like, Tara is just eating her little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day like she was doing and coasting. I really do think though that this is the year. Like, really going. If anything, she may say after Kiki. I don't know, but it feels like she's more attached to the Cameron Brink.
Class coming in?
I don't think.
I mean, did Nick Saban have a good class coming in?
The number 2.
Like, niggas said, "Fuck them kids."
What nigga would say? High heels on.
Don't say ain't
I'm not thinking in my nose. I'm twisting my ear, my nose.
Yeah, Tar don't give me a farewell tour type.
Okay,
either.
So the moment you've all been waiting for.
Are we ready for the shot first?
It is time. Wait, let's do that.
Up to it, down to it. You know, those who don't do it, we do it because we used to it. So drink, y'all, drink.
Come on, B. Oh no, absolute no. Pause. B, go get another drink.
That was all liquor.
Is Rob okay?
That was all liquor.
Probably technical difficulties. He'll be back.
Okay.
Look, is it SEC time?
Y'all see who came back?
Oh, you got a dog.
Hey, Coda.
Hey,
niece.
Oh,
look at my niece. Yes, Sugar Plum.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. I love you. I'm about to order me a pizza or some Chinese food.
need to do the same thing.
Or sushi. It's only 8 o'clock.
It is time for the SEC, and we're gonna be a little bit biased because we're gonna spend some time here.
Okay, cool.
So the SEC is an anomaly this year because the top is still the top.
Hey.
The middle is doing like a reshuffle thing.
Yeah.
And I think that is because I don't like the bottom half of the SEC is better than most conferences' bottom half.
And that's why I think, yes, the SEC is down, but you still can't count it out.
Correct. So I think that's the conversation we can get into because you see a team like Vanderbilt who doesn't have the same talent as Texas A&M or Mississippi State, but they
got a coach.
Better. Yeah, they look better and they have a great coach. And so at this moment, they're top 3 in the conference. But then you've also got your Ole Miss, who also brought in a lot of portal talent, who is, on the edge. They're really good, but then they didn't finish a game that maybe they could have won. You got your Alabama. Got some talent there and veteran experience, but lost to Ole Miss. So like everyone's kind of beating up on each other outside of the top 2. So I'm gonna just open the floor up. Thoughts on the conference? This is my question. Do you think the SEC is a teams in the SEC outside of South Carolina and LSU are teams to be scared of come conference time? Come tournament time.
I think yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think because that grittiness in that defense, like an Ole Miss, I don't think anybody wants to see Ole Miss. I don't care what you say about I don't care what you say about the defense, the point guards. That defense is so stifling that that's not a team you want to see. I don't care because it doesn't matter if they can't score. If they can just limit you to 14 and they get to 15, baby, you're losing. Yeah. So I think people don't put enough into the defensive aspect, and I think that's why the SEC gets a little I don't want to say slept on because I don't think that, but it gets a little shit, like some shit, because people don't always acknowledge that defense and how important defense is. So it don't matter if I can't score. If I can make sure I can hold you under what I can score, you're gonna lose. I don't want to see an Ole Miss. I don't want South Carolina to see an Ole Miss. You know what I mean? Because it depends on who shows up. And I will say, regardless of what we think about the SEC, the girls come to the SEC and can't perform. And we're going to call a spade. The ACC girlies transferred into the SEC, and they're not doing their big one.
Correct.
Jewel Spear was a prolific scorer, and she's in the SEC now. It's kind of like, who is that? HBL was that girl, and we got in the SEC, and we kind of like, are you?
Right.
Even Kennedy Ty Williams, I think she doesn't look as bad because she has that natural athletic build and that natural athleticism. She doesn't look as bad, but she hasn't done great in the transferring either. So I think we could talk about the SEC till we blue in the face how it's not this and how it's not that, but the girls don't do their big one when they transfer. Now, I will say, Pow surprised me. I say that. But Pow also has a good coach. That's another story. So I just think you just really never know. I think Tennessee, no, they just don't have the bodies. They don't have SEC girlies. They got Missouri Valley Conference State Missionary Baptist girlies. I think at LSU, even though sometimes they might not look as polished, they'll still win because they got their dogs, they SEC girlies. So through and through, you just can't sleep on the SEC. Period. And I mean, if we call it a buck, even I watch Florida now because of Rye. You don't want to meet Florida on the right day.
Agreed.
You don't. You don't want to meet Florida on the right day. You got the 6'6" Rashea Cow. I want to think
yes, she's injured, but Cal.
She's hurt right now, but you don't want to see her because is she super skilled? No, but she does enough. You don't want to see Faith. What happened?
Oh, I love this question. Is LSU's 6.5 player rotation enough?
Yes. People went off a 6-player rotation, period. But I think the issue is now. The issue is, to me, the only issue is South Carolina because South Carolina going 9 deep. That's the only issue. But if you went against another team, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to answer the first question about the SEC.
Thank you, Yana.
I do think the SEC, you can't sleep on them because of defense and what Lo talked about. Defense wins championships. You simply got to be able to defend, right? But I do think the SEC, and I talk about this all the time, scheduling. Like it hurts when you don't schedule well in your non-conference, right? Because we look at the Pac-12 right now. Pac-12 teams scheduled well, and they beating each other up. But a Colorado losing to Utah don't look that bad because Utah's ranked. Yeah. Or a USC losing to Stanford don't look bad because Stanford's ranked. Now you got 2 teams ranked in the top 25, and LSU's really just there by name, to be honest, because they haven't really played anybody either. They're there because of name and being a reigning champion. And you got Tennessee, who's out of the top 25 now, Ole Miss, who's out of the top 25. And so losing to each other isn't as it just don't give the way it would have given if everybody did what they needed to do in the non-conference. But you can't sleep on them. Wherever they are in the tournament, it's going to be a physical, whatever the refs allow at least, but it's going to be a physical game and it's going to be a battle. You ain't going to run over them, but.
So then the X factor for the SEC is the fact that the SEC schedule is tougher than non-conference. So their losses in conference end up being better losses than maybe Pac-12 losses. Cause let's just do a little head to head.
I think that was it, but now
I think that this year.
You think
Oregon State?
You saying you said it backwards? I think.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if a SEC team loses to a SEC team on paper, it doesn't look like a good loss. If a Pac-12 team loses to a Pac-12 team, it looks like a good loss. The difference being is that Ole Miss's non-conference schedule is 10 times more difficult than Utah, Oregon State, USC, Arizona. All those teams are in the ranked area or have records that make them look like they should be ranked. But the SEC doesn't have that because the SEC teams went out and played Ohio State, teams in that ranked area. So they don't get the benefit of the doubt seeding wise. But I think when you look at them in the tournament, they're scarier because you know that they've been tested all year long. So I think that could be the separator.
Push and pull,
It's very much push and pull because I think talent-wise, I'd like the Pac-12.
Right.
Being ready to play talent-wise, I like the SEC. Yeah. So I think that's the
And it's just hard to replicate what the SEC
it is.
You can say this team gonna be physical or they're fast or they're quick and they're athletic, but you can't really it's hard to replicate that until you play them. Jalen
Sherrod is an anomaly in her conference.
Oh, absolutely.
Jalen Sherrod is the status quo in the SEC. You bring Malaysia off the bench.
Jalen's
right. You got Malaysia coming off the bench looking like Jalen. Then you look at other, you know what I'm saying? That I think that's where the thing, and also I think a trained basketball eye respects the SEC more because of things like that. So I like this.
You know how I always say, and I can acknowledge I'm not no dummy, right? that I think that Pac-12 is the best conference this season. I think they're giving us the best transfers. But like I say all the time, y'all, the Pac-12 is just so hard for me to watch.
It is.
I can't. It's not. It just doesn't do it for me. But I'm also a woman that grew up playing basketball in the South, so it's just the grit. And I'm not.
Some matchups are starting to get good though, because they have like certain
and they are good matchups.
Colorado's fun.
And even tonight, it was a good game, but I still was just like
their style of play isn't attractive to you, so then it makes it a hard game to watch. Because for me, I think watching basketball, I like two types of hoops. When they go against each other, it's ugly. But I like seeing games where, like an Oregon State or Iowa State, they play really well in the half court. They're strategic about their offense. Everybody's touching the ball, but they're playing through the post. Like, that's beautiful to me, right? South Carolina does that same thing, but they have that extra athleticism, that extra defensive intensity. So I think that's kind of where it like falls off, is they don't have that other end of the floor. Like, the offense is beautiful gowns, but you're not stopping the other team from winning the team. So y'all trading, like in the USC Oregon State game, I think there was like 10 consecutive possessions where it's score for score.
And I don't like that. Because I always say you could score, if you score 30, but you give up 25, you gave me 5. I don't care. I don't care. But that's how I look at the game. So I don't care. You could put up 40, but if you gave up 37, you did nothing to me. But that's how I view it.
So let's be a little shady. And I want to hear from y'all in the comments as well as y'all on stage. Tennessee at this moment looks different.
I'm sad for them.
Than they looked a few weeks ago. And there is an energy. There's an energy that Tennessee could make a push for top 3 in the conference. Do y'all believe that Tennessee is ready to make that push?
I think because they got Rakia, and Rakia is that girl. And I think, like I always say, and it's the advantage of being 6'6" and 6'7", I think it doesn't matter how great Tamari is, she's a big-ass girl, which I say about Camilla, it doesn't matter what you do, you're a big-ass girl. So I think they can figure it out, because if we look at everybody else, Texas A&M, who we thought could be decent, is awful. It doesn't look like Janiah Barker got in the gym at all this summer. Vandy is decent, but I don't know if they could make a push for the top 3. Kentucky, no.
Ole Miss without KK is a no.
The audience disagrees with you, Lo.
It's crazy because
let's think about it.
Like, add that to the question. If
Bingo, because if we keep
not a top 3 team, who else is the third?
You got to look at the whole field, because yes, you're saying Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee looks great right now either, and I think it's sad because they are the
Mississippi State
basketball, but Mississippi State hasn't really given us a lot either. So maybe Mississippi State. Ole Miss doesn't have like maybe defense, but that's typical in the SEC.
But see, my thing is, as concerned as some of y'all could be for Tennessee, y'all should be as concerned for Mississippi State. Like, this Mississippi State was full and healthy and literally almost lost to Clemson.
Arkansas,
last night
they lost. You know, so like a lot of the teams in the SEC, it's really. I never thought Tennessee was out of the top 3, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I knew Rakia was coming back.
Cause who else? Let's give it a buck.
Honestly, if Tamari gives them what she gave them last night, they're absolutely top 3.
Cause what's the song? What's that girl with the curls? Like what? Let's keep it a buck. What's her name?
Coyle Ray?
No.
The New York girl. She and her mood.
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
Like what? Let's keep it a buck. Who else?
Like
who else?
Will Tennessee beat the likes of South Carolina and LSU? Maybe not. Can they handle every other team in the conference?
But for me, I agree with y'all that no one else looks at this moment ready to take the top 3 spot. But I think that, like I always say, matchups matter. Right?
Now that's the thing. Could I say it could be somebody else? Sure.
Okay.
But I'm not willing to say no. Tennessee's not going to be it. No.
Right.
I would. No. I'm not saying that.
Okay. That's
so. Here's why Someone said they can see Tennessee beating LSU. So here's why I don't think Tennessee is going to beat LSU or South Carolina. And if they do, I would be super shocked. Coaching. I listen, I am not a Kim Mulkey fan, but Kim Mulkey can coach, okay? And we know what Don can do. So Kelly don't do it for me when it comes to the coaching head-to-head battle. She just don't do it for me. And
I'm not. What did the girl say on Spaces? The players are black. Kelly, I'm not concerned about a Sarah Puckett or Strickland, or I'm just not.
Oh, the Tennessee fans hot in the comments. They said, "Did we not beat LSU last time we played without TK?"
Y'all did.
But y'all had Rakia. I was at the game.
Y'all did, and I still stand by what I say.
Baton Rouge go to
honestly, when I think about Tennessee wins last year, I don't equate that to Kelly Harper. I equate that to the players on the court doing what they needed to do in spite of Kelly Harper.
Not in spite of.
Oh, my.
That is a word.
And I don't think they got that was with Jordan Horston to tag team.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
and the other Jordan that they kept throwing out to the dogs on the street, but she helped.
Yeah.
What's the part that don't do it for me? Jasmine Powell? No, don't do it for me. Sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. She don't do it for me.
Jasmine Powell. It's still in school.
Miss 2009 said, and in spite, we gonna
listen. If y'all do it. Nobody good for y'all. Bobby on Twitter.
I got the memory of an
Bobby on Twitter.
You saw what I was saying.
If you do it, I'm fine with that. Hollingshed is not good. She's regressed, and that's my daughter. Sorry. If y'all do it, I'm cool.
I don't know how to join the chat in here, but somebody put my @ in this chat for 2009. If y'all win that game, come find me and
drag
talk big shit.
Not sorry, 2009.
You can do it. I don't mind if y'all do it.
So we haven't discussed this, but I do have a thought that I think could be interesting.
We like thoughts.
Do we like Deloris?
LSU's tallest player that plays is Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm. Yes. 6'3", right?
6'3".
Hey, Tyree.
Tennessee and South Carolina both trot out two players that are at least 4 centimeters taller than Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. They also can play someone. That girl don't play no minutes, so let her go. They also can bring out players with similar skill sets to Morrow. Because Jesus. Because, for example, Tennessee plays Rakia Jackson gets the Anissa matchup.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Tennessee plays South Carolina, you get Chloe and Ashlyn. Do we think that LSU looks like a different team when size is involved, based on what we saw against Colorado?
I would say, yeah, even based on what we saw from the Ole Miss game, right? Angel hooped, but Anissa was struggling versus Ole Miss for a while. I think it wasn't until the end where Ole Miss kind of started fizzling out and they were able to get Anissa some clean looks and stuff like that. But Anissa was struggling versus Ole Miss. So I don't think an
Angel struggles with South Carolina because I don't think the person that's bigger than her is a dog. I think Angel see dogs. Like for instance, when Angel played Aaliyah, I think Aaliyah is aggressive enough to sit you down. Commit now. We talked about this in the chat. I think Camilla ass gonna show up in the toughest game of the year and tell all us to shut the fuck up. That's what I think.
But you know what? Even when Camilla doesn't show up as a dog, one thing Camilla not gonna let Angel do is hold her.
That's true because Camilla don't play that. Camilla don't play that.
Even if she being her usual goofy self, you're not gonna hold her. You might hit her on a step through. You beat her on the fake, but you're not gonna hold her.
That's true.
That's where Angel, because a lot of Angel's points, as we know, come off of the missed first shot. And what Camilla won't let her do is get the third one.
That's true. Now, Camilla, that's the only time Camilla pop off it was somebody trying somebody.
And that's if Angel come in that game acting humble, they'll win. But if Angel come in that game doing this, Camilla gonna rise up out what's that little statue in Rio? What's that big ass?
Christ the Redeemer.
Rise up like Christ the Redeemer. I honestly think Anissa will get off against South Carolina, not Angel. Because I'm telling you, as sure as my name is Michael Bleak McManus and Deloris on the side, if Angel do this, Christ the Redeemer is coming, rising.
But see, I don't know, because I think Ashlyn is going to do her big one defensively.
Ashlyn gonna start a fucking fight.
Ashlyn might get kicked out the game. Shit. Now that I think about it, Ashlyn might not be in the game.
Because the game is at LSU. I mean, we got to play LSU and the refs. And the
baby, we got to play LSU, the refs, and January 6th. So, baby, I know I can't go because the way my attitude is set up, I would have put somebody in the stands and been in the jail in Baton Rouge. So it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna move up off the conference because y'all know we can talk about the SEC girls all night. We got about 15 minutes left before we end this bad boy. And we already did the Pac-12, so we're good on that. So this is a moment where we want to hear from you girls. Okay. We talk about we did the sink or swim, right? Tom sunk everybody.
And Miss Ma'am, the Tennessee fan.
We're gonna get to Sarah Strong. I promise we're gonna get to Sarah Strong. Tom sunk everybody. What about the teams that like walking your trap, take over your trap? Y'all know we love a walking your trap, take over your trap. What teams do y'all think right now maybe aren't in the top 16, but they're around the area, or hell, maybe not even close? We're not even thinking about them. What are those teams that give me? If they put me in the Ames regional, if they put me in the Waco, Texas regional, I'm coming for blood. What are those teams? I need to hear your thoughts. I got
Florida State. I think they're very up and down, but for some reason they got Tanaya, they got Bajetti, and then the post player too. Like they got, I don't know. It just gives like we can get an upset. We might not make it to the Final Four, but we might ruin some people's hopes to get to the Sweet 16.
Norfolk State can. That's mine.
The girls are saying
if they see them properly.
Norfolk State can, and let me tell you why. I done seen them play, and I watched them lose against Auburn. Diamond's first game back. Diamond is
mixed up.
Yes. Kiki Wheeler is so goddamn good, y'all. That girl is good. And they have really good supporting cast. They play really good defense. Everybody else know what they're supposed to do. If they're on, Norfolk State can upset somebody.
Can I just add if they see them properly?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I think that me and my sister were talking about this, and we were saying there's a lot of mid-majors and HBCUs that'll probably be in the tournament, and I really hope that they get seeded properly. Like not based on them being an HBCU, but seed them based on how good of a team they are. Because there's some HBCU teams that should be like an 11 seed or something like that, and I can see a 5-11, type of upset. But if you put them at the 16 seed and they got to head to South Carolina to play,
that's not fair, right?
Yeah. Okay. I like that. All right, so we got a few minutes left, and I love some of the teams that y'all are mentioning in the chat. I definitely agree with the Oregon States, the Syracuse, UAPB, FSU, Creighton. I agree.
Your squad, Deloris, Ohio State.
I got them on.
Listen, they not in the top 16.
I'm so weak at Rob because he started laughing.
My kids are in timeout. They gotta show me.
Hey, Rob, what's the name? Christian. Oh, what he
One moment.
I love my kids. I love my kids, but they gotta show me something. They on timeout. I know they beating people ass right now, but Cody has pissed me off so bad.
Cody and Janaya was not in the
They gotta play Iowa and Indiana like their life is on the line. If they do that, then I will join this conversation.
Y'all are I'm so
they piss me off so bad. Them girls piss me off so bad. I'm sick of them. That Michigan game was the last straw. Okay. If that man don't play his bench, I'm gonna go take his job myself. But I do like my girls in Ohio State. They definitely are always an upset. Because when McGuff got some time to plan for your ass,
he not gonna have time to plan in the time, you know.
Yes, he will. That first game, if they're not a top six, he got time.
Okay.
But to No Sweetheart's point, all them kids that took their ass to overseas this summer, they don't need to go no more. Don't put them on USC no more. I know. I don't want to see them.
What are the girls to go overseas?
Nope. Let the professionals do it.
You was arguing with one of them, telling her she needs to go.
No. I'm not talking about WNBA. I'm talking about the college kids that joined the USA basketball team.
I know.
Oh, they don't need to go no more. Because they ain't shit.
Angel, no. Cody,
Janaya?
no. Janaya, hell no. Raven's struggling right now. Pray for my niece. Camilla, sister, stay in America. I know you love Brazil. Stay here. Work on it. Go
I
see
thought you had to be Christ the Redeemer. Which one is it?
She Christ the Redeemer when somebody yells at her. So stay here. She needs to go in the hood of Atlanta and go deal with them people.
Oh gosh, why you want her to go to the hood of Atlanta?
Because she needs somebody to put some hair on her chest, drink some brandy.
You go to the hood of Columbia for that?
No. I need her to go to Atlanta.
Oh, they gonna scam her in Atlanta.
Raven, no ma'am, stay here. Charisma Osborne, it took her a while to get out of that slump. We thank God. You stay over in the States. All of them, Jewel Spear, stay here. Don't go ever again. You stay here.
You mean that?
No, we don't take no more trips overseas. Absolutely not. Don't do it until you're ready for the Olympics.
Rakia, now that you like ran through the list, I'm over here like
Rakia, stay here.
You got a point.
Stay here.
No, hold on. My girl said not too much on Jewel Spear.
I said what I said.
Jewel Spear has been underwhelming.
The spear is a butter knife. I said what I said. Let it go. No, ma'am. No. Nope. Rakia did come back solid, but her niece said, I need some help. So nope, you stay here. Stay here. Okay. But to wrap this night up, the girls have been begging. Where is the best fit for Sarah Strong?
That baby going to UConn.
No.
You don't think so?
Best fit?
The best fit.
Okay, so who was her top?
I don't like North Carolina.
UNC, UConn, South Carolina is now added to the list. Those are the three that I remember. More.
UConn, they need a WBB.
I love how this is a full circle moment.
I was like WBB. Oh wow,
her family from the 803. They're from the 803. They're from Chester and Great Falls. They're from the 803.
But her dad went to
not that Dawn needs her, but she ain't never like out South Carolina. So
we do need some wide backs.
We need a wide one because all the girls are skinny.
I need an expanded.
Does Adele have a wide back?
No, Adele back is narrow.
Yeah.
Adele is built like God dang at UNC.
Yes.
Go eat some ham hocks this summer. We need to take her to Kiki's.
Some fufu.
Yeah, matter of fact, yes, get her some fufu. What's the restaurants Letitia used to be eating at when she was on campus? Send her there.
We could take her to Kiki's.
We can definitely take her to Kiki's.
We could take her to Big Keys too.
That works. She need to go to full. She
has to be
everywhere with carbs.
I ain't drinking no more.
Just don't take it to really.
I told y'all this man was drunk 45 minutes ago.
Did y'all see my sister's comment in the chat?
Your sister what?
You see her comment in the chat?
You need that big that leaves.
Wait, what happened?
Those are the best church hugs. But see, the trick is instead of doing this, you got to scoop so that you feel like when the church mother, when that usher gives you that, like you've been crying, like life done hit you so hard. You don't hug that mother like this. You hug her like this and let her come around so that you get all of that bosom right here and you can lay your head right there.
You know you grew up in the church. You knew you grew up in the church.
That's the way you hug the mother. You got to scoop under.
Deloris probably still tell the girls to wear a slip.
Lay your head on the bosom to the right. Put that right thing right there. That way the tears come down and they don't get up in the eyes. That's the way you hug the mother. And that's what we need. I agree. I completely agree. B has
I'm going through it, y'all.
Y'all don't miss shit.
We are churchy. Oh, don't start us up.
That way.
Don't start today. I'm pressing on. I do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get my reward. I'm determined.
I am determined.
Yes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I'm all in.
My God, today. Come on, saints in the chat. Hey, glory.
Hey, y'all know when the music really hits you because you gotta make that face. So you be like,
yes, like, woo.
That's the alpha face.
Some people say I'm crazy, but I'm gonna swing.
Not too much on Uncle. Rest in peace, Rance.
Let's
okay,
that was a big man. Now that was a big back.
A wide back. The wide backs are the best at everything they do.
Hey, they be singing though.
Let's switch it up.
You know what? We need a weekly spotlight for the best wide back big.
We can't say it like this.
Well, we should.
We ain't got to say it. We just put WBB spotlight.
Who's the top 5 WBBs, college and pro, right now?
And the only people that don't know is the people in the chat right now. That's it.
I did y'all answers. The top 5 WBBs currently.
All
the Cooks.
Oh, we
Ooh, all the Cooks is a big one.
All
the Cooks that drop the ball.
Y'all know who we miss?
Ooh.
Kalani.
But Kalani done turned into a slim, my dog.
Yeah, Kalani
She's still big. That's a wide back. That back is wide. That back is wide.
Y'all have a wide back, but it's big. She ain't got no wide back. She don't have a wide back.
WBB of the week. We finna start dropping it on Twitter. Oh, no
Somebody said Shay make the graphic.
Oh, come on, throwback, Kara Braxton.
Von Lay. We love Von Lay.
That's a wide back.
Von Lay's a good one.
Oh, Lord, Alyssa Peter's got a wide back too.
Yes, she does.
Really? That back wide.
Danielle Adams, yes, that was a mobile wide back.
Y'all are hell, bro.
Danielle Adams is the best wide back shooter out there.
So y'all are hell. Big ups to Shay for turning this thing up.
Barbara the Builder.
The graphic in the back slaps, okay? The setup, the format, all of our content. We thank Shay for being it. Okay, Shay has done it.
All it took was me yelling at her one time, and since then,
Shay said
they keep us looking right.
It's a new year, and I'm gonna get my hours, okay, so I can write them off on my taxes. That's what Shay said. I'm gonna get my hours.
Period.
Okay. Thank you to Shay. Thank you to all of you that are in the audience, participate with us. Please like and subscribe. Next time this is gonna be a current, reoccurring event. Grab your homegirls, tell them to join us with their glass of wine. If you're not out drinking, you can be in the house drinking and laughing. Because it's it's a family thing, and keep stay tapped in with us. We are elevating, y'all. The committee is not stopping. You know, with 2024, 2 + 0 + 2 + 4 is what? 8.
Finish the job. Oh, wait, not finish the job.
Baby, what's the word from the church?
Finish what you started.
Finish what you started, baby. And the gag is that when we finish what we started, we gonna keep starting new stuff, and we gonna keep finishing because, baby, we are gonna continue to push the game forward. We thank y'all for rocking with us. We thank y'all for laughing with us
and our authentic selves.
Please, we welcome all feedback. So if you have suggestions for the wind down, this is a new thing that we're doing. Please drop that with us. We are always looking for new ways to innovate and to push the game forward. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us for 2 hours tonight. I promise we're gonna try to be a little bit more politically correct, meaning me. Yana has an announcement.
Can I just read this one comment because it's funny? Somebody said LT is a WBB.
Oh, WBB coach.
Okay, you can close it now. I just really had to read it because it was so funny.
Y'all are terrible. Also, we got committee merch coming back. If you don't have your committee merch, please go to our website, look for it. If you don't see what you want there, we're going to get it back in stock for you. But when we do our Friday night wind downs, why not throw your merch on, right? We can't call the girls not smart if we don't wear it, right? Thank y'all again. They said now leave that PC somewhere else, bro. Please.
Period. I'm with them.
But no, thank y'all so much. Please keep tapping in with us. Spaces will continue to be what it's been. YouTube will be here. We're working on getting back to playback very soon. So we can do some watches together. But we love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Good night. If you're in your car drinking, get a DD. Okay. Love y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
My car look crazy.
That's a bad heart.